Sometime in life, you have to do things that scare you. So today, Uncle Roger gonna recreate Jamie Oliver ramen.
Pimpage and garnishes. One of Japan's most treasured dishes.
Chef Brian Tsao here, not your typical chef, owner of Mission Sandwich Social, located right here in Williamsburg, Brooklyn, winner of Beat Bobby Flay Season 1, and today I'm going to be reacting to Uncle Roger recreate Jamie Oliver ramen. Before I go on with today's episode, I do want to give a special shout out to my newest sous chef level patrons, Sterling Duncan, Limpa, and Iris. Guys, thank you so much for your support. You, along with all the patrons, really do make a difference on this channel, and remember, by becoming a patron, you get to take advantage of some awesome perks like early access to new episodes, patron exclusive content, and even extended versions of certain episodes.
Why are you doing this?
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Oh, that spinach ball was one of the worst things I've ever seen done to ramen in my entire life. Not career, my life.
We are gonna make the mighty ramen.
One of Japan's most treasured dishes. Slow cooked and packed with flavor.
Wow, you really studied that.
Yeah, of course. Uncle Roger professional. You can have any meat in your finished broth. Uncle Roger decided to go with pork belly. But remember, ramen is the ultimate broth with the ultimate pimpage and garnish. Uncle Roger never hear anyone call topping pimpage.
Yeah, for real.
You ever hear people say pimpage?
No one says pimpage. Nobody.
Did you know, niece and nephews, spring onion is pimpage? You ever say to your friend, this ramen not very good, the pimpage not enough?
Oh, God.
Take the skin off the pork belly. Remember, Jamie Oliver used the pork skin to turn into crackling. Rub the sesame oil in.
Right.
Uncle Roger thought he could have used olive oil.
Did Jamie do that? I think, yeah, well, this is a beat for beat recreation, right? So, yeah, I think Jamie Oliver put sesame oil on his, and like, I hate it when they do that. Sesame oil is so potent. A little bit goes a long way, and it's also not a high smoke point oil. He's gonna put that in the oven, make a crackling out of it, which that I think is a great idea, you know? With a low smoke point oil, not that you can't use it, you shouldn't use it, because it's going to be a lot easier to cook it to a point where it basically tastes a little like kerosene, because there's all these aromatics and bits in it that make it taste like sesame oil or like an almond oil or whatever oil that you're using that has a low smoke point. It's because there's something else in it giving it flavor, but that stuff will burn easily and will give you off flavors. That's why you don't want to use that for high temp cooking.
Here, with some humble bones, I wanted to have attitude, color, caramelization. Good hand motion, you know? So accurate.
Rub the bum.
Yeah, rub the bum. By the way, niece and nephew, if you see some woman head popping up from here, that's our camera woman, Valentina. Say hi, say hi. Yeah, she's just filming. She's not kneeling down to do other stuff. Don't think dirty.
Naughty.
This restaurant not that good. They don't give up that kind of service yet. First, we fry off the bone, pork bone, chicken bone, garlic,
All right.
ginger. Uncle Roger don't know why he's frying off the bone. He's gonna put it in oven anyway. Once it's done frying, put it in oven.
Yeah. Oh my God. I am like remembering so many things. If he's gonna make a crackling out of that, he shouldn't use, that's called a half pan. It has very tall walls. That'll actually help insulate moisture a bit. That is a very small quantity of product, so overall it'll be okay, but you're definitely much better off just using a flat sheet tray so that, again, anything with taller walls will kind of help keep in some moisture and stuff like that, which is why, you know, saute pans are designed with low walls that are curved out this way, as opposed to a stock pot, which has very tall walls, right? Because you want to kind of keep in the product. But yeah, that's right. Did Jamie start the sear and then throw it into the oven, which I think is kind of, you know, extra work that he didn't need to do. So, I mean, the wings, the pork bones, that's all right. You know, that's all good for ramen broth.
Nephew James, everybody remember you from the 4 million Uncle Roger Make Ramen video. And do you have shop in Wales?
No, we have a prep kitchen and we sell meal kits.
Don't be pussy. Open ramen shop.
Excited to have a restaurant at last?
Yeah, congratulations, you have restaurant
Thank you very
now
much.
for
Thank you.
Let me know in the comments if you want me to react to that episode. And while you're doing that, if you could hit the thumbs up. And if you're not already, subscribe. It would be greatly appreciated.
Nice, nice.
No money, just
No
restaurant.
money.
No, still.
Where the money? Your restaurant doing good?
Yeah. All the staff are taking all the money.
Where your stuff? Where? Nobody here? Where your
There
stuff?
he is.
I can relate.
Jay, wave. That's the guy taking all his money.
I say that with joy. You know, I'm not working behind the counter every day anymore, and my staff have definitely got it down pat. But restaurants are notoriously very low profit margin. It is a very tough business, as all businesses are, but restaurants in particular, very, very tough. Labor is one of the hugest parts of it.
We're Matsudo Ramen, based in Grangetown in Cardiff. Come and visit us. We're right by the train station.
The problem is you have to come to Cardiff. It's not a very nice town to visit.
It's a beautiful town.
Really?
Yeah.
There's nothing here? Chernobyl got more thing to do than this? Not the pork bone ready. Have a look in here. I mean, listen to it.
If you're listening to your food, you know you need more friends.
I'm just being hater.
Yeah.
Ooh, the pork crackling look good also.
All right.
It's so nice that this pan come out still usable. You know when Jamie Oliver make his pork crackling, he just up a whole pan. You know why he do that?
So you can see a big difference from Jamie's crackling, how bubbly that is, to Nigel's, or Uncle Roger's rather. It's not as puffed up, and I think the pan has something to do with it. Also could be the heat of the oven. You know, Jamie was using this wood-fired oven in that little shed or cart that he has back there, and I think it just was a lot hotter and higher temperature, which allowed him to get that really puffed up, beautiful puffed up crackling. Again, credit where credit is due. It was beautiful. I think that oven was at like 400, 450 degrees, whereas Jamie's oven was probably upwards of 500 plus. You know, those style of ovens are really, really powerful.
Into the pork bone bowl, pour
3 liters of water.
Then
And
1
1
tablespoon of miso.
Oh, this step 2 was... Oh, yeah, you're not supposed to put the miso this early in. It's supposed to go in, you know, make a tare, which, you know, is basically like a sauce that you put into the bowl on the bottom, then the ramen and the soup, right? This is my biggest gripe and many people's gripes, including Uncle Roger's gripe with Jamie's style of cooking, is he just kind of bastardizes the dishes. And some people want to argue that, oh, this is for the home cook. No, you can still simplify a dish, but putting the miso in now is just clearly a wrong step. It's simple as that.
The miso, like my ex-wife, just disappear.
Also, that's not nearly enough miso as if you want to have a miso flavoring. That's why you make the tare and you put a dollop, pretty much like a tare. You know, it's miso based in this particular case for a miso ramen, but the quantity that you put into the bowl will be somewhat similar to what he just put into the whole stock pot. So you can already see the discrepancy and the error of how Jamie's putting together his ramen. He just, quite frankly, doesn't know what the heck he's doing.
Do you use MSG in your restaurant?
Yes.
Fui.
Very much so.
Hell yeah.
Now tonkotsu ramen.
This is good Ajinomoto, correct?
Correct.
I can tell from the shape of the granule.
Quite
Uncle
the
Roger,
MSG con.
connoisseur now.
You guys saw that? MSG connoisseur is what I was gonna say.
Put some in there. Might as well help out Jamie Oliver.
It needs it.
And Jamie Olive Oil also put his pork belly into his ramen.
Yeah,
broth. Now leave to simmer for 4 hours. You can't rush this.
Yeah, so, you know, when you want to braise a protein and get it tender, you know, around the 3-hour mark is a good rule of thumb, depending on what it is. Something like beef tendon, you know, there's this Taiwanese beef tendon noodle soup that requires like 5 to 6 hours, but something like pork belly, 3 hours is pretty good for braising. But I'm just remembering and having all these memories of how Jamie put it together and how bad it was. I don't even think he marinated it. Yeah, now that I'm remembering, he just boiled it like that. And that broth is already so weak as it is.
Jamie Olive Oil also cook his egg for 4 to 5 minutes.
Start by soft boiling 6 large eggs for 4 to 5 minutes.
Uncle Roger, don't think that long enough.
Still be wet.
Yeah, 4 to 5 minutes is not long enough. You know, you want to go 7 to 8, maybe even 9 minutes. The way I usually do it is I'll cook it for 7 minutes and then turn off the heat and let it steep for a little bit, and you know, let it steep for like 10 minutes and perfect. Oh no, I'm sorry, soft-boiled egg. Soft-boiled egg. No, 9 minutes and then let it steep for like 10 minutes, and then you have the perfect boiled egg, fully cooked boiled egg without the green ring around the yolk. With soft-boiled eggs, it was like 7 minutes and you steep for like 5 to 10. I haven't done it in a while, but anyway, you get the idea. 4 to 5 minutes is not long enough.
Look at this. It looks so watery still.
Not cooked
He
enough
said, nephew,
for sure.
7 minutes. Okay, next time, 7 minutes. Oh no.
This is what happens when your eggs are undercooked.
Yeah, they just fall apart. This egg reminds me of my own life. It's falling to pieces.
It's because you're soft.
Shut up. See? 4 to 5 minutes cannot?
Yeah.
Jamie Oliver, what you doing? Giving people salmonella. Hi, it's still full of liquid. This egg wetter than your wife? Sorry, children.
Sorry, Lisa.
Do you make your wife as wet as this 4-minute egg?
Gentleman never tells.
That means no. But we're gonna marinate it anyway. We have to be faithful to the recipe. Jamie Olive Oil always like to make his food healthy.
Spinach.
So in his ramen, he put spinach in there, steam some green spinach. I don't need to teach you how to steam greens. With the spinach, wring it out super tight.
This is by far like one of the biggest blunders I ever saw Jamie Oliver do. I know he's trying to always push for this health thing and stuff like that, but there's just nothing culinarily redeeming about a freaking baseball of just boiled spinach. Did he salt it? Did he flavor it? Like, it's just, there's nothing there. There's nothing there of substance. And I just, does he really think that that would taste delicious like that? That it would be a pleasant dining experience, digging into a baseball size spinach bowl? It just doesn't make sense, and he's clearly pulling this dish entirely out of his ass. And looking at Nigel, Uncle Roger, it's fucking hilarious. But squeezing out spinach is a legit technique when you're working with it. I had a friend who was working at Gramercy Tavern, and his first day there, they had him squeeze out like cases of spinach, and that's all he did. His entire shift was just squeeze out the water from spinach. And then when I saw him, I was like, what's up with you? Because he could barely move his hands because his hands were so sore from that. Okay. And then they took that and they made something else with it. But there's just nothing culinary. There's no culinary application for a ball of spinach like that.
You got a dense ball of goodness.
Oh, so freaking gross.
Vegetable all taste like set. So we just creating dense ball of set. Can you imagine if you do this in your ramen restaurant? Wringing spinach up? Nobody gonna come eat here? Uncle Roger, in my whole life, I never eat spinach in the form of ball.
Yes.
Cricket ball.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone
What is this,
here
you
has
trying to
either.
hit people with this? Ew. I got spinach squirting all over my shirt. Hiya. This is the worst kind of squirting.
Ugh.
Ew, that sound. Look at this dense ball of set.
It's like a weapon. You could knock somebody out with that.
Done with the simmer.
Black ass broth.
Ew, it's so dirty.
It's really dirty, really oily. It's supposed to be a clean soup. You don't roast the bones, you skim the fat.
Yeah.
But Jamie doesn't do that. When you're roasting it, it turns the soup dark.
The whole roasting of bones or roasting of meat prior to braising it, that's a very, very Western application. There are certainly stocks and broths in Western cookery where you don't roast off the meat, but it's a general rule of thumb. Very, very common. So I understand where it's coming from when Jamie does that technique. But as far as a ramen broth, this dude, I'm sorry, I don't remember his name, but this dude is spot on. You don't roast it. You keep them. And like I said, I understand why Jamie did it. Again, it just comes down to he doesn't know what the f he's doing. You know what? We haven't done the drinking game in a long time. Every time I say Jamie Oliver doesn't know what the f he's doing.
Jamie Oliver, come to Cardiff, eat at Matsutai. Is ramen better than yours?
Yeah, for real.
You know, he also wasting a whole pork belly. He don't marinate it, he just boil it like this.
Because he doesn't know what the f he's doing. And I don't think he let it rest. Oh,
Look at
it's
this.
the poor,
Just
sad
white
pork
meat?
belly.
You want to eat this?
It's sad.
Falling off the bone.
Yeah. And also, Jamie, I remember this, he didn't let it rest, so when he cut it, it was just falling apart. Typically, this gets marinated, it rests, and then you cut it cool, and then you give it a little sear and put it onto the ramen. But he just boiled it and pulled it straight out. Just, yeah, sad, disgusting.
This very sad.
Yeah,
Char
pork
siu is
belly
not
also
alcohol.
typically doesn't come with bone in it. Sometimes with some rib bones, but
Favorite thing, it should be brown, beautiful, and sexy. Good char siu should have same color as Ariana Grande now. Not Ariana Grande.
yeah. Look, okay. Look at this char siu, okay? It was rolled up together, and then it was marinated and cooked. And that's why it has that dark color. And then they'll slice it thin, not just whole like that. It's just, yeah, no bueno.
This char siu so white, I think it's shot by Lululemon. In his video, Jamie Oliver also tried to chop his char siu when it's still hot. That's not gonna work.
Yeah.
Apart.
And then he chopped it this way.
Yeah.
Yes. I totally forgot about that. It was supposed to be cut the other way. Just, again, he didn't know what the f he was doing.
Who want to eat this? This not char siu. This boiled pulled pork.
Yeah, for real.
Nephew James, the first thing Jamie Oliver put in his ramen is soba.
Yes.
No. No.
Sorry, Nephew James. Uncle Roger have to do this. And now we put the sad pork in there.
Yeah, Jamie didn't even use the proper noodles in his ramen. He used soba noodles, which is a completely different noodle from ramen noodles. Two different things, two completely different preparations. And you know why he did that? Because he didn't know what the f he was doing.
Broccoli, kimchi, bean sprout, seaweed, breaking
Broccolini.
seaweed.
Broccolini has the longer stems, but you know, who's keeping track?
How he break Uncle Roger heart. All our ancestor crying, you know? And the big ass spinach ball.
What is that?
Sesame seed on top. And the dirty ass broth. You didn't even strain it. See this big ass garlic still in here? Imagine you're just eating ramen, then this big ass garlic hit your face. And then his marinated egg, just too watery, looks so ugly. Chilies, spring onion, and the crackling. Now Jamie Oliver ramen time. Yeah. What the hell? Where you get that mask?
I'm Jamie Oliver.
No, go away.
Guys, look at that. There's nothing redeeming about this ramen here. It is pulled straight out of his ass, doesn't know what the f he's doing. And it's just sad. It's just not good. And this is the type of stuff that gets me so fucking mad when people put out content thinking that, you know, they can just wing it. And it basically, you know, it's basically shitting on hardworking people who actually dedicate themselves to the craft, whether it's ramen, whether it's a steakhouse, whether it's whatever they apply themselves to, and then someone puts it out like this. I think it's just complete disrespect to the cuisine, to all the people that put in their hard work. And I'm a little sour today. Yeah, I'm clearly like pissed off about this, and that's why I do this show. And that's why I wanted to focus a bit more about the educational parts of these things, because I find it fascinating, and I feel the more I inform you, the better educated one or two more people are every day about food, and respect it more and appreciate it more, because so much work goes into this stuff. You know, you have to remember, it's not about just the food you get in front of you, but the entire supply chain and production chain up until the point where the shit was being raised, grown, picked, processed, milled, formed, frozen, whatever, delivered, you know, arrives to the kitchen. All that work gets fucked up when you put out stuff like this. And it's just, yeah, it gets me pissed off.
Pimpage garnishes. One of Japan's most treasured dishes.
No, not good. Oh. No. Oh.
No.
Oh, tastes like water.
Yeah, exactly.
Tastes like water. Even MSG cannot save this. You need Jesus. Yes, finally.
Yes.
Proper ramen. Oh.
There we go. There we go. Do you see how elegant, simple, and well executed that is? Let's see if they show an overhead shot. Okay, they don't. But Jordan, get up a shot of James's ramen and get a shot of Jamie's ramen. And you can just clearly see who knows what the f they're doing. And Jamie doesn't know what the f he's doing. And yeah, thank goodness Uncle Roger got to taste some decent ramen before the close of this episode.
Finally, proper ramen. Oh, proper miso ramen. Good, good. This is what miso ramen is supposed to taste like.
All right, that's enough of that. Michael, I don't know why I was putting that away. Good video in that it was just having some fun. I have a little bit of PTSD watching this episode, being reminded of that god-awful ramen, or what Jamie Oliver called ramen. Really wasn't ramen because it had soba noodles in there. But yeah, and I definitely went on little tirades. I was a little sour today. Actually, I've been having a great week, so I don't know why I was getting so sour. But the point I wanted to make is, fuck you, Jamie Oliver. Okay, guys, before we close this out, my band, The Lost Becomes, will be performing April 28th on Long Island at Amityville Music Hall. So check the link in the description below for tickets. If you're in the New York area, come out, hang out. I would love to meet you. And remember, don't be afraid to fail, because it can only make you stronger. And with that said, I am Chef Brian Tsao, not your typical chef, and I'll see you really soon.